In this video I'd like to show you what you can do in Quizlet and how you can learn a new set of vocabulary and improve your vocabulary. In a previous video I told you all about how to bring in a new set, a learning set, by copying and pasting from a Word document or maybe an Excel document. Once you've done all that, then you will end up with the cards looking like this. As you can see, there are 10 cards. This is the first card, and you can press here to have a look through all of the cards. What I want to do is to take you through all of these different points so you get an idea of what you can do with each of these ways of learning. So starting with the top one, flashcards, we have here the first term in German, and you can press start and it will switch to English. So you can work through these and gradually try to remember all the vocabulary. When you go to the next section, learning, as we can see here, you have the German vocabulary and you have a choice of 4 possibilities which you can choose to say which is the correct one. So let's say here the correct one is this, and it tells me it is correct. Next, the next piece of vocabulary, and here I'd like to make a mistake. And so you see here it gave you the definition, the correct answer, and the answer that you came up with. So that means you should repeat that particular card. The next one is quite difficult because you now have to write in the word and of course or term, and you have to be careful that you spell it correctly. Here it's maybe a good idea to go down to options and to write in any answer or an answer, and if you also want to listen to the word pronounced by Quizlet. So let's type something in. Okay, I got that wrong, and so I can press here to do it again. If I don't know something, I can press here and it will show me what the right one is and ask me to write it in again. Over here I can also ask to listen to the phrases.
There is something to be said for plus verbing.
In the training section, writing, you then have to hear the phrase and write it in English. Luckily there is a translation also at the bottom.
However,
so of course this also trains your listening skills and also your spelling, like the last one. In the topic test, you can do just that and make up your own test. Here you can go to create a new test. You can write it in. You can maybe mix and match, or there's multiple choice and true and false. You could say make a new test and it will make it for you. Here we have an idea, as we saw in the boxes, the types of questions that you can make from here. You can also print out the test if you want to. So let's now move on to some of the fun stuff. Here we have to match the terms and the definitions and connect them so that they disappear from the screen as the instructions tell you here. By the way, you're against the time. let the game begin. So as I said, you have to try to match them up, and when they match up, they get rid of them. And of course the idea is to do this as quickly as possible so that you finish the game as quickly as possible. If you get something wrong, then you see it just doesn't work, and so you are back to start. The last game is called Gravity, and this is quite a tricky one, and probably the trickiest one of the lot. I think if you manage to do this in time and well, then you've learnt your vocabulary very well. Let's have a look at what you can do here. You have to protect your planet from asteroids. When you start playing this game, by default it will start at normal. I highly recommend you return it to easy, because you'll see why in a second. So it has to start now. The game is starting. So you see that the asteroid is coming down with the German in there, and you have to write in very quickly the word that means, a translation. And as you can see, I got it wrong. So you have to write it in again. I of course forgot the to and the something thing. Copy and paste. Aha, so now I'm getting there, as you can see. Oops. Feel. So again, I made a mistake to show you what happens next. And I missed the to and the to-do. So you write it in again, and then you're learning it. So that was the Gravity game at the end. I hope this short video helped you to find out what you can do with Quizlet and the power of Quizlet, and I wish you good luck in playing and learning with Quizlet. Bye!